Rozpocznij nagrywanie. A!
This is mustard. And this is mustard gas. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what to do if you're exposed to mustard gas.
Szymon,
But
co ty
first,
kurwa
let's see what
oglądasz?
it does to the human flesh. Step 1. Cover your mouth and nose immediately with any available cloth, such as a shirt, scarf, or mask, to reduce inhalation exposure. Step 2. Move away from the source of the gas as quickly as possible, in a direction 90 degrees to the wind if you can determine the wind's direction. Step 3. While
jeżeli na
running,
przykład,
carefully remove any contaminated clothing
nie
to prevent
wiem.
further exposure. Avoid touching the outside of clothing with your bare hands.
Gaz
Step 4.
pieprzowy jest
Seek
po
shelter
prostu na
indoors
mojej
if
mordzie
possible.
i co
Mustard
wtedy? Jak mam uciec od tego?
To jest gaz musztardowy. Masz napisane.
No i
A skoro istnieje gaz musztardowy, to czy istnieje gaz ketchupowy?
gaz majonezowy?
Hitman 2 had a bug so great that the devs ended up making it a feature. When
Fajnie.
hit
Idealny, nie ma korków.
Gaz śmietakowy? Pan śmietanka?
You're as good as dead. -1 point. Minus. Behold your next task. Positions. Take aim. Status. Ready. 1, 2, 3, fire. Plus. Status.
Ready.
Fire. Plus. Status. Ready. Fire. Minus. Before the shot, call your status out clear with one of 2 codes. Get ready. Focus. Code green. Bob minus. Bad plus. Raven minus. Exam complete. Raven. You hear me?
I didn't shoot. Code green.
+3, Raven. If you so much as flinch.
Szymon,
Tell
co
me
to
the top 10
zrobiło?
most spoken languages in the world. This is total speakers, not just native. Go.
Okay, so we got Mandarin, Spanish, English, Arabic, Hindi, I wanna say
Polski.
Portuguese is there?
Okay.
No.
Bengali,
Okay.
Russian, did I say Russian?
Okay. But if you get 3 wrong, you lose.
French?
Yeah.
Okay, so just one more, right?
Yeah.
Well, am I not gonna get it?
I mean, you can still get 2 wrong.
Right, but I feel like I'm gonna have
You
a
need
lot
to
of
go flawless.
narrowing down to do.
What is your strategy?
I'm just thinking of the ones that I know that are like in the tens of millions.
You're thinking of languages and not countries?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't narrow it down enough. Is Japanese one of them?
No. First strike. Do you want a hint?
Yes.
The people who speak this language usually have darker skin.
Urdu?
You got it.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. Tell me the top 10 most spoken languages in the world. This
Give me that steak. Hogwarts Legacy was not nominated for Game of the Year or any award at that, and people are upset about it. So upset that they're giving into their delusions that this game is actually better than any of the currently nominated games, and that the reason why it's getting snubbed is because the Game Awards doesn't want to involve itself with the divisiveness surrounding Hogwarts Legacy and risk getting canceled. Must be hard to accept the truth that Hogwarts Legacy is a run-of-the-mill half-baked RPG that isn't really worth your time unless you're a huge Harry Potter fan. A lot of people risk their reputations for playing, recommending, streaming this game that was called for a boycott, and I feel like maybe some of the largely broadcasted hype towards this game might be coming from the old sunk cost fallacy. And also, like, calm down. It's fine if you like it, but keep in mind that not even Starfield got nominated for Game of the Year. Like Starfield, lots of people played Hogwarts Legacy at launch, and then the community dropped off a cliff after a few months. That's not the game getting canceled, that's the game being mediocre. I want to eat that. Give me that steak.
Klient powiedział, że nie życzy sobie mojego podpisu na obrazie. Powód, jaki usłyszałam, cię rozwali. Pan dzwoniący w trakcie składania zamówienia kicu budynku podkreślał, że najważniejsze jest, aby na gotowym rysunku nie było mojego podpisu. To mnie dość mocno zaintrygowało, więc postanowiłam dopytać. Potencjalny klient szybko zmienił temat i zapytał, czy podpis będzie wykonany ołówkiem. Z uśmiechem odpowiedziałam, że tak, ale całość po wykonaniu zostanie pokryta lakierem, więc ślad po próbie wymazania oczywiście zostanie. Na końcu usłyszałam, że jest nawet gotów zapłacić ekstra, byleby nie było żadnego podpisu. Zaznaczał co chwilę, że ma to być taki szybki szkic, jakby narysowało go uzdolnione dziecko. Wtedy coś zaczęłam podejrzewać. No i w końcu zdradził, że obraz ma być użyty w szkolnym konkursie plastycznym dla syna. Argumentował, że no przecież każde dziecko otrzymuje pomoc od rodziców, a więc co to za różnica? Wyobrażacie sobie coś takiego? Dajcie znać, co o tym sądzicie.
Co za cfel. Co debil. Głupi.
Adolf Hitler był wegetarianinem. To...
When a scorpion attacks you, it arches its tail all the way over its body. Then it rapidly thrusts its stinger into your skin. This stinger injects a venom that causes pain and swelling. Now, the sting from this scorpion won't cause any serious side effects. But if you happen to be stung by an Indian red scorpion, their venom can cause life-threatening symptoms or worse. When a scorpion...
What's the problem with doing this? In films, TV, and video games, you often find characters holding their bow at full draw for really long periods of time. But how well does that actually work in real life? Well, for starters, it's going to depend on your bow. Compound bows, like the one in the picture, are designed to be relatively easy to hold, while target recurves like this are a little bit harder, and traditional bows can be even harder still. And when archers do hold their bow at full draw, they're mostly just confirming their aim before making the shot. But historically, bows used for war had incredibly heavy draw weights. Holding a draw of 120 or even 180 pounds puts a lot of strain on both the bow and the archer. And the idea was that you would shoot as soon as you'd pulled it back. So when Aragorn kept saying this, it's no wonder that bloke at the front shot prematurely. And hey, if you like this stuff, stick around, I've got more.
There's that anchor coming up again.
Hey DM, do you think with the frantic scenario...
Wojna!
Andzik i opuchnięta gęba po sterydach zeszły. Zostały siła i pompa. Jak jeszcze słuchałeś i zapamiętałeś, co do ciebie mówiłem podczas treningów, to i z techniką nie będzie najgorzej.
Nie no, słuchałem. Trzymać gardę i napierdalać z całej pety.
To jest! Trądzik i opuchnięta gęba.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a traveling nurse.
What do you do for a living?
Electrical engineer.
What do you do for a living?
Cosplay!
Really?
I make costumes.
That's awesome.
Also a professional cosplayer. I just graduated last month, so I'm figuring that out.
Congrats.
Thank you.
What do you do for a living?
Trying to get my YouTube going, but I'm not gonna self-promote. I ain't that kind of guy.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
Nah.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I do voice acting. Primarily, I do like admin for the Department of Parks and Recreation.
What do you do for a living?
That's a sore question. I just got fired from my job, actually.
Oh, dude, sorry to hear.
Yeah, so I'm job hunting right now.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a software engineer.
What do you do for a living?
For a living, I work in a factory, shipping and receiving. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a software engineer.
I'm a clinical data manager. I work on clinical trials for the NIH.
What do you do for a living?
I work in software.
Software engineer?
Data analyst.
And what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a college student right now, and I'm studying biology.
What do you do for a living?
Oh,
Coffee nerds have been obsessed with these needle tools, but now it turns out that they might not even be the best way to improve your espresso.
Am I the only one that didn't realize why a circle is 360 degrees? Why not something easier, like 100 degrees? But listen up, because the reason is shockingly simple. Let's take a look at the numbers 100 and 360. Now you can divide 100 nice and equally by 9 different numbers. But how about 360? What do you think? Well, it can be divided equally by 24 different numbers. That's a lot, and it includes everything from 1 to 10 except for 7. So if we split a circle that's 360 degrees into 3 parts, or 6 parts, or 8 parts, things are looking pretty good. But if your circle was 100 degrees, I don't even want to do math with this anymore. So if you think you're not...
Give me a burger with a regular bun. Every time AI takes a leap forward, I increasingly hate thinking about the future. The open AI generation software called Sora has released some demonstration videos showcasing their product. My position is that right now it's uncanny and soulless, and I desperately want to make fun of it, but I mean, Look at it, it's undeniably impressive. I'm not gonna shame or make fun of anyone who's excited about this. You could probably make some very funny and unhinged videos with this thing. Plus, futuristic technology is cool. But this is not the futuristic technology that I wanted. I personally was just hoping that we would get hoverboards and the pizza hydrators from Back to the Future 2. Not programs that wipe out entire job industries by allowing corporations to massively cut down on labor and create unoriginal and boring art in the process. This is the exact thing that the SAG-AFTRA workers who got screwed over were trying to warn us about. Technology is good when it's in the hands of the people and can make our lives easier so we can focus on art and creativity, but we're charging in the opposite direction, and maybe we should install some regulations and protections before it's too late. I used onions instead of bun. Give me a...
To prawda akurat. Ty w ogóle tam jesteś?
Jestem. A ty co, chcesz dupę?
Nie, nie chcę. Nie dzisiaj. Co to jest?
I got you sneaking out your ghetto where you are going. I'll never know short viva French. I gave you jobs and house too. And then I said that I was a beast. No, you can't get in, you're not on the list. So here's 10 change I lately heard about you. Get your soul, it's not location. Some days for holidays and shutting their breast each kind of lazy. Only 6 million at the worst escape week. Find your lock, shock, slow, and those two. I need your goatee. That shoes, this would have to break.
O Jezus. To chwila. Dobra, słuchamy to, a później się wyszczać.
Szymon, co ty kurwa oglądasz?
Arcydzieło sztuki nowoczesnej. Taki prosty człowiek jak ty mnie nie zrozumiał, wiem. To się słucha, a ja idę się wyszczeć.
Szymon, możesz kończyć. Kończ nagrywać, szybko.
Słucham?
Kończ nagrywać.
Ale co?
Albo nie, jeszcze ostatnie słowa dla naszych słuchaczy.
Jakie ostatnie słowa? Nagrywamy do 3 rano. Ja nie mam zamiaru teraz wyłączać, o co ci chodzi? Chyba, że bardzo chcesz, żebym wyłączył.
Ja zaraz idę.
A, dobra.
Nie no, poczekaj. Leon jest gejem i Leon jest chłopakiem Szymona.
Nie. To pierwsze jest prawda, ale to drugie nie.
Kłamstwo.
Czy idziesz, czy nie?
Zaraz idę, a co?
Nie no, bo już się jakby ten...
Chłop się nastawił, że ja po prostu stąd pójdę.
No typie, no powiedziałeś że za chwilę idę i powiedziałeś ostatnie słowa dla audiosłuchaczy, no i... Więc trochę takie Porto jest very gay. No dobrze, moi koledzy. Chciałem tylko powiedzieć, że...